Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, and it's Wednesday the 9th of November. Just a quick update for you on how we see things developing over the next couple of weeks. Satellite picture today very similar to the satellite picture of the last few days. Here's an area of low pressure look in the Atlantic swirling around. This is forcing northwards these southerly winds and taking these fronts northwards as well, bringing some outbreaks of rain, but high pressure out towards the east of Europe, maintaining more of a south to southeasterly flow across many southern and eastern parts of the country, and looks like that's the way that we're going to be staying during the next few days. So this is how the mean 500 millibar heights look and the anomalies for the next few days, and these are quite similar as what we've been looking at. Good consistency between the models. This is from the mean from day 7 to day 10, so this is going from next Wednesday through to the following Saturday. ECMWF on the left, GFS on the right, and they show quite nicely the blocking area of high pressure that's over the north of the country, and you see it here in the heights being higher than normal. Look here, north of the British Isles, lower than normal down towards the southwest, and what that's doing is forcing areas of low pressure to go into the Bay of Biscay, through Iberia, western parts of the Med, or rather stay across Western Europe, with pressure remaining higher across the British Isles and maintaining more of a south to southeasterly flow for us. So this is how it relates to precipitation, and you can see how through the next 7 days, this is the period from this Wednesday through to next Wednesday, the rainfall is over the west of the country, never really very much, just the southwest perhaps may cop more, about 30 mil there, but lower totals out towards the east. For the following week, from Thursday the 17th to Friday the 25th, yes, bits and pieces of rainfall further east, but really I think that's going to be virtually nothing. Most of the rainfall out towards the west, and the anomalies for the coming week, well, just look how dry it is. These orange and reds showing way drier than normal conditions across much of the British Isles, and just look at that over central parts of Europe. But look, here's the rain going down into Iberia, above normal totals down there. Temperature wise, now yesterday I did actually hint at the possibility of things turning cooler, and that's still in the back of my mind, but this is the anomaly chart for the next week, the forecast for the next week, and you can see that it's still keeping temperatures 2 to 3 degrees above normal across the west of the UK. Now, we've got to bear in mind here that it is going to go very mild during the next couple of days and then cool off back end of the weekend. So certainly that may be front loaded, so it's weighted into the beginning part of the forecast, but I think out towards the east things will be turning cooler, particularly late in the weekend. And just look, see these bluer colours across Central and Eastern Europe. I think they will make some progress westwards towards the British Isles. So this is how we go on a day-by-day forecast basis then from the GFS model at weatheronline.co.uk. And this is today. Here's high pressure look centred over Scandinavia. Here's our low that we were just looking at on the satellite picture west of Ireland. Now as we run the sequence on, you'll notice how that low pushes bands of rain into the west of the country into the course of this weekend. Never much rainfall though towards the east, and then look at that high really dominating things. Yes, some rain coming through Ireland and up these western coasts through Sunday, but just look, eastern and southern areas generally dry, southeasterly flow there, and if you trace the isobars back into all the way southwards, look where the air source is originating, down in the Mediterranean, hence the milder conditions. I do think though that those winds will tend to back off a little bit as we get in towards next week, so I think temperatures will cool down a touch, but still well above normal for the time of year. And by the time we're into a week today, middle of next week, high pressure is still to the east, low pressure still hanging around out to the west, so some rain for western areas, but I think the east and the south tending to stay dry with that southeasterly flow, and really very, very little change as we go through next week into the following weekend. Just some hints of something trying to develop across northwestern parts of Scotland into the following week, but really I think we're looking at high pressure dominating and conditions staying pretty dry with temperatures around or above normal for the time of year. Hope that's been useful for you, and don't forget this this video is all funded by the advertisements that you see around the screen here. So if you see an advert that you like, click on it, go through to the advertiser. It's them that generate the revenue for us to be able to keep this forecast free of charge. So thanks for watching once again, and keep the sun shining.